Welcome to Virtual Teaching Made Easy. Our next session, we'll be building our course. If you recall, we were working on a unit of instruction in our physics class. This unit of instruction first started off with a learning schedule that we developed. The learning schedule gave directions to students into which days we had live sessions, provided with links to be accessed through Microsoft Teams, in addition to integration in our calendar. We also gave students instruction about what they would do for the remainder of the week. We also developed a resources tab in which we included a schedule of our teaching, a website for extra help if they need it, and also showed you how to upload a soft copy of your textbook. We're now going to put a little bit of meat on our particular lesson of study. So inside the learning schedule, I first go in here and then I want to add a page. When I click Add Page, it gives me various options. I want to add a page. So I'm going to give my students a video, and this will be one of the ways in which they learn on their own. So I just press Edit, and then I will upload a file, and I'll choose a video that I've already downloaded from online. I upload this video. Once this video uploads, it will look like this inside the student page that can be accessed from the students' own page themselves. So we'll just save that. That's our video. And we've made a video for our students. The next thing we want to do is to make notes for our students. So I'll go Add. I'm going to add a page again. And these are our PowerPoint notes. Edit, and now once again I'm going to upload a file. Browse, and these are my notes for this particular unit. I don't like the way this appears, so I'm just going to right click on it, edit the link, and I'm going to put PowerPoint notes or linear motion notes, or whatever you choose to call yours. I'm going to increase the font, let's say to size 36, and center it. Now, obviously, it would be nice to have a photograph and a little bit of information, and that's what I would do after a bit of time. Choose a photo, give students the information, and then they can download, save it. And once we save it, the students will be able to access these notes. And it'll pop out with an option for them to download. Once I've made notes, I want my students to have some sample problems to practice their newly acquired skills. So once again, I'll go Add, Page. I'll call it Sample Problems. Save. And I want to edit. I've been working on some sample problems, and so I'll just copy and paste what I made in a different document, and I'll paste that here. There, my sample problems are inserted. My students can look at this. Notice that I use different colors. So my students can actually look at this and try to understand how to solve the problem on their own. One of the interesting features that I can actually use is I can insert audio content directly into the practice problems themselves. So, for example, if I were in the editor function, there will be two icons, one for the microphone and one for the video. The version I'm using right now doesn't have these two icons, but I can show you what they look like. So I'll just go ahead and save that. And let's say I want to add another one. And this time add a page, and we'll do a U-Try. U-Try will be problems that my students will do themselves once they've had practice. Then it shows me what the different functions are, as usual, and here are what those two icons look like. That icon is for microphone, and that icon is for the video. So then, when I press Edit and I insert the information, those two icons will appear here. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a practice problem from my students that they can do on their own. Just Control Copy and Control Paste. Okay. If I wanted to, for example, insert some type of instructions to the students, I would just click that icon and I could record my voice. This is an example of that here.
Okay, so our problem says a car travels at a speed of 30 meters per second.
Okay, and I just go ahead and save that. So now my students have a video. They now have PowerPoint notes that they can go ahead and read on their own. Sample problems once they've learned some skills. Individual practice, okay, with an answer provided. The next thing I want to give them is problems to do on their own as an assignment. So I will go ahead and add a page, and I will call it individual practice. And I will edit it and upload the document itself. Change how it looks. I'll center it, increase the font size, and I may want to include some types of instruction for them as well. Now, I also have the option of including a photograph from my textbook. So, for example, if I don't want to upload a Word document, but I want to take a picture of my textbook, I can do that. Take a picture, upload it to my computer, and upload image. This is an example of what it would look like. So this is a screenshot from a textbook. So now my students have a learning schedule, a video with which to learn the information before or after having a live session, PowerPoint notes that they can read, sample problems for them to practice, U-Try for them to have individual practice with answers, and an assignment that they would have to submit.